Hello, everybody, and welcome to another show of Toffee Bluecast. It is that time, the night before the big game. We always try and go live the night before the match, and tonight it is when the darts is on, the darts final, as I've seen in the comments, but we have to do it the night before, and if we did it early, some of you might not be able to make it before 7 or 8, and if we did it after the darts, it could go on till, 12, 1 o'clock. So we're here, and I'm sure you could probably watch both, hopefully, and still get involved in the show. This is live on X, Twitter, as you can see it there. If you do comment from over there, we do get your comments, and we'll put it on the screen and interact with you. So it's all good. You can comment from there, and the link is there if you do want to come over to YouTube, which we get loads of regular Everton fans in the comments that you can probably chat to throughout the show. Paul, how are we doing? You okay?
Yeah, not too bad. Yes, I was... Unfortunately, I had some bad news yesterday. I found I was a year old. So I'm still trying to deal with that information. But we got a game tomorrow, so hopefully 3 points will cheer me up.
Yeah, well, actually, you're a year younger than what I thought, because I thought you was 50, so...
Yes.
so you're a year younger. Don't worry about it. It's like going backwards, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you are the man that looks like you're about 21, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Age seems to not catch up with you.
Bless you.
As we've had many people say in the comments, Jamie. Yeah. So happy birthday for you yesterday, though. By the way, did you have a good birthday? By the way.
I did, yeah. I had a nice kind of lazy half day, and then had a lovely surprise gathering in the sort of tea time evening. So it's good, yeah. And we watched a bit of the darts and stuff, but just nice to have family and friends around. So it was good. Yeah. I deem it a success. So now I don't have to think about it for another year.
Sharing it with your loved ones. Thinking about it, your mum must have had a mad Christmas, because Christmas and then your mum's birthday and then you born after that as well. So just thought about it in my head.
It's actually my sister's birthday today. Make of that what you will. I'm not going to talk any more about that. But I tell you what, if you show a few of the comments and say hello to a few people, I'm just cutting one or two things out ready for us to have a little look at this game that we're going to have tomorrow.
Let's give you all a shout out, as we always do. Do get your comments in. What we do on this show is we talk about both teams. We often put your comments on the screen. We do get involved. We would talk about both teams' form. We'll then look at the lineup. We want your lineup. We'll ask for it when we do the lineups. And then we finish with a score prediction, goal scorers and score predictions. So it's just nice and fun. Proper gets you ready for the game, this does, before the big match the night before. But yeah, comments are flooding in. We've got all the regulars in. Altal. We've got Emma as well in the house. She did mention that the darts was on. Danny, shout out to you. Steve, shout out to you. David. So many regulars, love it. It's why we do it. And James in the house. I mean, we do understand the darts will be on, so there probably will be less in, but people just if just catch up on it. And Nick's in the house as well. Loads are in. Tazzle. This is a lot of regular speakers in the show. Wormy's in the house. Shout out to you, Wormy. Rod's in the house. And then Sophie Bluecast. Loads of you. Do get involved. And what have we got then, Paul, on these then? What have we got on form? I take it you're looking at a bit of form now then for Bournemouth.
Yeah. Look at that first, don't we? Bear with me just for a moment and I will throw one or two in. I mean, when you sort of when you say Burnley to me, I'm thinking similar to Bournemouth in the fact that they play decent football, you know. On their day, they can pretty much beat anyone, but that's Premier League for you. And they've got some half-decent players. So bear with me. See what... Oh, thanks. Cheers, mate. All downhill and all that. For a long time since, I think. Yeah. So I'm just throwing one or two bits together.
Craig's got both. Abbo's got both of them on. That's how you do it sometimes, you know what I mean? Get one on your phone or one on your TV and get this on your phone while you're at it. Darts is good and I love it, but I wouldn't say it's that competitive where you can't take your eyes off it. You can have both at the same time. 180.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Absolutely. This is the Brentford form. Let's have a little gather at that. That's what we're looking at recently. Bit of a mixed bag. Went through a bit of a kind of stage across the majority of December. Although they had 2 decent wins away at Wolves and at home against Bournemouth, sort of either side of the big day. And then that was a funny night the other night, wasn't it? Where they had, I think it was about 4 games and 3 of them were 0-0.
Yeah, I've watched them a few times this season, Brentford, and they're not as good as I probably would have thought. I mean, that cop-out that plays from Henderson, I thought even he'd be better than what he is for him, but he doesn't. He doesn't control them that much. They're okay. They're just trying to pick back up to what there was. They lost a few players, trying to get back to what they are. Every team's decent in this league, so I wouldn't come up against anyone and act like we've got it in the bag, because especially a team like Brentford as well, because they'll be needing the points. But I'm up for this game. I'm up for it. I really am. That form, Paul, they've come into form, though. You can't take your eyes off that they have lost, but then won and drew. So they have picked up a bit of form. Against Tottenham, they drew. Bournemouth's a big result. We've seen the way Bournemouth just played earlier on. And they're beating Wolves, which doesn't really tell you much because Wolves ain't massively in form.
Yeah. I mean, if you kind of look at their away form, because obviously it's at the mighty Hill Dickinson tomorrow. Previously, won at Wolves, which almost everyone, unless you're West Ham, tend to get some sort of result against Wolves. Lost against City away, 2-0, lost against Spurs away, lost against Arsenal, lost 2-1 against Brighton away. So that's their sort of away form. They play some decent teams there as well. But yeah, you sort of do think first goal is kind of massive in certainly games with us, but maybe in games with Brentford as well. Yeah, James is right. What kind of team's going to turn up for us? And same for them. What kind of team is going to turn up for them, really?
I do think they are getting better, though. I mean, earlier on I just spoke about them like they ain't that good, but that's because I rate us so much. But we have got a weakened squad, I suppose. This is a hard game. I probably went in a little bit cocky and said, because when I do think about some of their wide players, they have got some decent wide players as well, and they've got the guy with the long throw. So they have got a bit of.
They have, yeah.
They've got a good striker as well, big striker that they signed and was injured last season. That is scoring goals this season. So it's not an easy game.
No,
I'll take that back a little bit.
Well, again, it's what sort of team they put out, and we're not doing too bad ourselves. We've had some decent form as well, which I seem to have lost right now, but I will get it back.
West Egg's in the house. Shout out to West Egg.
Nice one, West Egg. Lots of people in. Thank you for watching us as well as the dart. This is our recent form. Yeah. Again, mixed bag. Not many draws.
Quite a few wins though. I say quite a few wins, but not a lot of wins. But weirdly for us, when you normally look at our form, what I'm used to is seeing a lot of yellow draws for us.
Yeah,
and it was a lot of green, which I don't mind. I mean, I don't like the 3 losses, but there is a bit of green there, which is good. We are winning games. It's like lose or win instead of just consistently trying to get draws.
Yeah, I think what I noticed straight away from there, which is what we don't normally do, is winning games 2 on the bounce.
Mm-hmm.
We've often struggled to get consecutive wins, but each time we did that, Fulham and United and then Bournemouth and Forest, and Forest again now. If it works against Brentford, then suddenly we're throwing ourselves into the top 6 or 7 of those sorts of positions. So it would be good to be able to do that. And then the next bit will be able to try and get on to 3 wins, because after that we've got Wolves at home. Oh, we haven't met them at the wrong time.
We have seen a lot of games where you'd say so-called top teams like Man City have struggled, Arsenal struggled. A lot of the bigger teams against the so-called weaker teams, which I don't think are weaker teams, have struggled. So I really don't think no game's easy. And Sunderland, Leeds played well, and I think Brentford can come under that as well. They can get a decent game in against you.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more people in now because of the way that the darts is going.
What's the score?
Have we got anyone in who's recorded it or taped it, as we used to say back in the day? Cover your ears if you don't want to know. Littler's 5-1 up and 2-0 up in the next set. He's just immense, though, isn't he? He's absolutely immense.
He's always going to batter him. He's always going to batter him.
And he's local. He's local. So, yeah.
Well, good on him. I like the old school. I like the old school ball. The old school people where they tape it.
Where you tape it, get the VHS out. Sorry if we did any taping. It always do taping. You know what though? I still say that now. Very rarely say.
It froze you then.
You can still hear me. I might have dropped off there.
I put you in and out. I think it froze you as you said that.
Did it drop out?
Yeah, it did drop off.
There.
Could have been me though. If we do struggle for signal, people.
Don't know. I might have gone there. I might have gone there for a second. Apologies. This is dropped and now back. It's got to start talking about darts. Sky Sports jibbed us off, cut the feed. Us against Brentford on the screen. So last time we played was almost a year ago, so end of Feb. 1-1 away. 0-0 before that at our place, and then it kind of ebbs and flows. You know, we beat them at home 1-0. We won 3-1 away. We beat them 1-0 at home again, 1-1 away. Lost 3-2. You're going back to 22-21 now. So recently, we seem to have done not too bad. Not too bad.
I remember that. The main one in my head, I remember that 3-1. I know I always go on about it, but that 3-1 Brentford where there was unbeaten for a while, and Gomez had a cracking game in that where we actually beat them 3-1 at their ground. I remember doing the show and us saying it. They've not been beating him like 10 or something like that when we beat him 3-1. And Gomez, it's probably one of the better games you've ever seen him play, pinging the ball about and everything. But we do play well. I wouldn't say, do you know when you come up against a team and you say like your bogey team and they've had games against you that have done your head in? I don't think these have had many games that have done my head in. I feel like we cope with these pretty well normally. Don't want to curse it.
Well, we was it Brent? Oh, it might have been Bournemouth. We lost against in the cup, or was it Brentford? Can't remember. They were all Premier Leagues. Anyway, I remember McNeil scoring against the edge of the box. I think that was in the 1-0. So we have a message, like a note from Tazul, which is just sort of mentioning the rumor or the talk that's sort of coming out about KDH could be out for another 6 to 8 weeks there. Who knows? But Moyes' press conference was very much like no chance for KDH, no chance for Alcaraz, chance of Michael Keane. So we'll see what the lineup is tomorrow. We've not nailed the lineup last couple of games because of illness suddenly popping up. So it'd be interesting to see what we do have.
I just looked if the Bobble has reported anything about Dewsbury Hall setback, but I've not seen nothing yet. So you might be right. You might be know more than us, but nothing has been put out on social media to let us know that from either. The Bobble's normally he gets it put out just before anyone else, before even Everton do. So he hasn't said anything, but you could be right. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I hope not. I hope he is available soon. But if he isn't, you have to deal with this sometimes. You do have to deal with this, and you are going to get setbacks and injuries and stuff. But we're okay. I do want him back, though. I'm not going to say I don't want him back, because I do.
Yeah, and it looks as though we'll have to wait until the very end for our two Senegalese lads, because LTL reckons that they won 3-1 today, so looks as though they'll be still in the competition for a little while.
Gay played the full 90 minutes, and he's playing fantastic Gay for his age, isn't he? He's just
he's
just a machine. He really is a machine.
Stats wise, I saw a stat about his tackles or his interceptions or something. It was just miles ahead of anyone else, to be honest. So
I'd love
certainly one of the top Africans. You know,
I'd love for Gay and Iliman Jai to win it and lift a trophy. Do you know what I mean? I want to see them celebrate and win a trophy. I think they'd go mad, and the confidence it would give them coming back as well. I really do want Iliman and Jai and Gay to win that. They're my main team. I'm behind them all the way. I might even get a kit if they win it.
Absolutely. For anyone who's not been with us, should we tell them what we want them to do next?
Yeah. So what we're going to do now, we looked at the form. We're going to do a lineup. I've got my lineup. Paul I didn't get time to ask him for it, so he'll change it. I'm pretty sure, because we always think different. Just lately, we're like, who's two people that argue in the film?
That argue in a film? I don't know. When Harry Met Sally, they always argue.
Dumb and Dumber do argue, like Dumb and Dumber argue halfway through the film, and he goes off on his motorbike, and he goes off.
You're probably closer to the truth. You're probably closer to the truth there. Drop in the comments.
I mean, I couldn't have us argue, you know. I'll tell you who argues as well. Who's the other one? Rush Hour. They argue in Rush Hour, don't they?
Oh, all the time. I'm more of a Lethal Weapon. I'm probably about 10 years before you there. I think we're more a Danny Glover and a Mel Gibson cop combo. You think one of us is Jackie Chan and the other one's what's his name? What's the really loud one called?
I just know they argue all the time, don't they? It takes a while for them to actually be good partners and trust each other.
I can't remember his name.
Who else in films? Like, who else in films? Let us know that has a clash in a film where they just don't see eye to eye, and it takes. I think in what's the film where there's. It's got me thinking now. That's got me thinking. There's loads out there. Let us know.
We'll come back to him.
Lulu says George and Mildred. George and Mildred.
George and Mildred. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm definitely George.
That's classic. Films
I've
where,
never seen George and
Mildred.
Chris Tucker, that's the one. You are definitely Chris Tucker out of the two of us, without a doubt.
Why, 'cause I'm so funny?
Yes, that's the reason.
There you go. There's a bit of film stuff for you. What double act are we where we just don't agree on the lineups? Anyway, we like to chuck a bit of fun in there, get us thinking about movies. Here we go. This is my lineup.
Do it. My word, that was a lot of music for your lineup, wasn't
it? I could not find the switch off button then for the music, I tell you. I think the arse went with the screen. The arse went, to tell you. Couldn't see the mouse. Do you know when your screen's white and the mouse is white and you can't see it? Have you ever had that where the hand on the mouse is white and the screen's white, and you're looking for the hand because it's white and the screen's white? And
I think so.
You change the background. But yeah, this is. By the way, it's not completely what I want as my lineup. It's not completely. I'll talk to you on it now. I'll tell you. I know the music's on well long there, wasn't it? Right, here we go. Whilst we are talking through this lineup, let us know in the comments, right? If you was playing darts, what would your walkout song be? Let us know what your walkout song would be if you're playing darts, and we'll come back to it after talking about lineups. The thing that I had a little bit of problem with is I was really wanted to probably leave O'Brien centre-back pool, although Keane's been fantastic. I liked O'Brien and Tarkowski last game, and I know Keane's been fantastic, but I did like O'Brien and Tarkowski last game. Yeah. I was thinking about playing Patterson again, right back, but then I thought, although I thought Patterson did have a good game last game, right back, is O'Brien going to let Diblin get forward more because he's a bit safer than Patterson right back? So it was a bit of a head buckle for me. This was to, what do I do? Do I stick with Tarkowski, O'Brien centre back and go Patterson, or do I bring Keane in and go O'Brien right back? Everything else with the injuries we've got, I do feel probably picks for itself. The only thing you could probably do is put McNeil in the 10, maybe, for Merlin Roll if you didn't fancy him. But I want him to get minutes. I think Merlin Roll, it's massive that we get him some games under his belt and get him up to speed. Grealish, if he's fit, which Moy says he is looking better within himself, he starts over McNeil for me, and Diblin probably starts over McNeil for me. So what's your thoughts on that, Paul?
I think it's a good lineup. I think it does. Yeah, I think a lot of it does come from. Well, there seems to be a couple of major decisions. I don't think the middle of midfield is going to change very much if James Garner and Rubenham are fit. I think they're your two. While Garner Gay's away, I don't think that's going to change. Dewsbury Hall obviously not back, so I don't think there's much call for James Garner and Rubenham to be split up. Diblin, I think, is I don't know. I think he's pretty much just going to be playing that right wing role until Ndai comes back. Played well against Forest. I think he'll certainly get at least an hour. I'd be surprised if he didn't start. But Rolls it's a toss up, isn't it? You basically got three people. If Grealish is fit, Grealish is going to start. So you basically got three people vying for one other midfield space, and that's Roll, McNeil, and Alcaraz. All right. I know Harrison's come back. I can't see Harrison starting, but I definitely hope he's on the bench at least. So I'd say that's a fair shout. If Keane's fit, if Keane isn't fit, then standard. I think O'Brien's going to go where Keane is, and then Patterson's going to come in right hand side. But if Keane is fit, I think you're right. O'Brien will start right back, and it's who you would choose in that number 10 role, pretty much.
Do you get your lineups in, people? And obviously, we will read your walkout. We will put your walkout songs up before we do the lineups. But so what you said is basically what I've said, similar, isn't it? We've both got similar thoughts here. I don't mind Irabunin because I think he has been playing good enough at the minute. Yeah. I've still got my eyes on him to see if he can do it consistently. He does need to step up, as they said in the when interviewed James Garner. James Garner said he's got more responsibility. Moyes has said you've got more responsibility because Irabunin and Merlin Roll are younger and haven't got the experience that he's got. We played well last game. I do think that Forest played pretty bad last game as well. So, and I watched Forest today and I thought to myself, you know what? Did we beat a good team in Forest, or was they just really bad? And I think this game might be a little bit harder than Nottingham Forest. Some might disagree, but I do think it'll be harder than Nottingham Forest because I think they'll attack more than what Dice gets teams to attack.
Yeah, I mean, there was I think I might have got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it said something like 41 crosses Forest had in that game, and we we dealt with almost every one of them. Marvelous. I thought we were fantastic at that. I also thought maybe that their strikers weren't exactly moving great, and but don't take anything away from that back four, and they've kept a clean sheet. So it's harsh on Patterson, but I also understand that if you're choosing between Keane and Patterson at the moment, who would you rather have in your back four? It's all about how fit Keane is and how well he is. And if it's dodgy at all, then Patterson might get another start.
Yeah, I agree with you. The comment there, I do like that you've just put up. Wormy says it does look like an age evolution of Diblin when he's like 18, and then Diblin when he's probably going to be like 23, and then Diblin when he's going to be Jack Grealish's age, about 30. They do look like the same people, don't they?
Yeah, someone put a stat up. I don't know if it was yesterday or I read it today, but the vast majority of players who are on there, taking out Pickford and say Tarks, Grealish, but the likes of O'Brien, Garner, Rubenham, Mikalenko, Diblin, Roll, Barry, and Dye. A lot of these lads, I think, well, our average age is 23. If you're just using, I'm not sure if he was just using those players on the list or it's overall, but the average age is certainly come down really. So that's always good. It shows that we got more legs that maybe we didn't have previously.
I can't get out of my head that, like, I know some people was like probably I feel a bit too harsh on Merlin Roll because I said he's had operations, he's got to get back up to speed. He wouldn't have been able to play football whilst he had his hernia out. So I do look how long it's took Patterson to come back from that. So I do think Merlin Roll needs a little bit of time, but I can't get out of my head that he's German and these German midfielders like Cruz and all that lot. They're ballers, They're good midfielders, and he has played Germany under 21s and stuff. I think we've got a player on our hands in him, and he has looks when he's come on. You can tell sharpness. He's mispassed a little bit, but what I do like is when he's mispassed it, he hasn't been scared to take that risky pass when he's mispassed it. So I think when he does get a little bit sharper, he'll get the risky passes right, and he'll be quite decent. He reminds me a little bit of Fellaini, which is crazy. I don't know why.
He might have been before he got his hair cut. Yeah, he shaved his head.
I just got Fellaini in my head because he can head a ball as well. Merlin Roll can. He's a big lad. Get in the box, I reckon. Because I remember when he first come on his debut, he hit the post, didn't he, with his head? So he has got a bit of ability in the box, and I'm excited for him. He's a player that I do want to see step up because I think he could be really good. We have got obviously Armstrong available as well, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with that because he'll be on the bench, or he could start. You never know; might surprise us.
Elsal's just asking about Keane. It's just illness. I think there's a bit of a thing going through the camp. He seems adamant now that Jack was actually ill. I'm pretty sure that was the case. But Alcaraz and Keane have had it as well. So Keane seems to be more likely in coming back. So fingers crossed that we get more and more people coming back, and Harrison on the bench as well. So the bench might not be as strong as we, want it to be yet, but it'd certainly be stronger than it was against Forest, I would have thought.
Yeah, and these players will be chomping at the bit. And what I do like about Armstrong is that he's quite versatile. We mentioned it on our last show. He can play in different positions. So I think Moyes could even play him. I wouldn't want him to, but he could even play him right back if we didn't have a right back. So I think Armstrong is good because he'll get used everywhere. It just gives us a lot more options. Luke Littler, congratulations to Luke Littler. It takes something to win it back to back, and he makes darts look easy. He's like a cheat code in darts, that man is. It's absolutely sensational. And the stick that he gets as well, or that he's had, this darts one, to still go and win it, which I knew he would, because he seems to like the he likes the banter. He don't mind the crowd against him. Very good for a young player.
I heard about. I saw the clip, and then I heard one or two things that there was a load of German lads in, and they were the ones booing. but unbelievable. He's absolutely unbelievable. And it's always dead centre as well on his doubles. Anyway, it's not a dart show, but well done, Luke.
Yeah, don't think you'll beat me. But shout out to you. You're lucky you got a shout out on Soft Bluecast. Right, so what's your song? And then I'll give you my walkout song. You tell me what your song is. I'll give you mine. We'll put the songs up and then we'll look at the lineups because I feel
tell you
like
what, you go into the starred comments and pick out, because there are quite a few songs in there. I'll let you go through them while I have a little think.
I mean, there's loads of star comments. You're gonna have to put them on. You're more organised than me. Loads have put the walkout songs there.
All right. Well, I'll try and do that and think of what mine would be at the same time.
Should I do mine first?
Yeah, you do yours first. Yeah, go
on. Do you know what mine would be? My walkout song for darts would be, I think I'd go, I'm thinking about it on the top of my head. I think I'd go Spice Girls, you know. Stop right there. Thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. Hey, you always on the run. You better slow it down, baby. Gonna have some fun. Yeah, I think that's the one, Paul, to be fair. I think we'll go something different. Something a bit unexpected.
Which one are you?
Well,
scary.
I don't know. I think I'm all of them together.
You probably are in one way or another. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah. That's just, you wouldn't have expected me to come out with that song, and I wanted something random. I feel that, do you know when people have got so many songs and it's just like, oh, I've heard that. I don't think I've seen anyone come out to the Spice Girls. Stop right there. Thank you very much.
No, I'll give you that.
Yeah, cheers, man.
I would. I'd probably end up choosing something like "Whole Lot of Love." Is it Led Zeppelin? Or
you have to sing it because I don't know.
It's all riff. It's all guitar. Or Song 2 by Blur.
Sing it with a guitar then, like hum it, like, because I don't.
That one.
Yeah.
Or Song 2 by Blur. Those are all the woohoo.
That's a good one as well.
There's a few on here actually. Danny says Led Zeppelin, rock and roll. Adam would from the Goodison Gang would come out to Z Cars. Ross would come out to Elvis Costello. Why not? Absolutely. Nick Carr, Stone Roses. Classic. Say classic, not classic.
I was thinking Elvis Presley, a little less conversation, a little more action.
But yeah, but the modern one.
Yeah, a little less conversation, a little more action. Come on.
Streets Have No Name for El Oliver's Army should be as well, if it's Elvis Costello. Steve's reckons Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves theme.
Like it.
Brian Adams, love it. Emma's gone for Nickelback Rockstar.
Oh, she likes that rock.
Rod's also chosen The Clash, Washington Bullets. We could do this all day, to be fair. Eltel's AC/DC Thunderstruck. Very good choice. I like that. Lulu's gone for Foo Fighters White Limo. Or Pat Benatar, Far Away. Or The Voice, John someone. The Voice. James went for Superstar, Luke Fiasco. I've gone back onto those now. Wayward Son, AC/DC. Yeah, it is, Danny. The Whole Lot of Love, yeah, is the old Top of the Pops. Before you couldn't talk about it properly anymore. The Top Gear song. Well, no, it wasn't the Top Gear song, but if that's what you want, that's fine. That's yeah. Lulu likes the Song 2, and
no one did the Spice Girls, same as me.
No one did the Spice Girls, no, but AT is called Darts. So yeah, you could have Snooker Loopy. That would confuse a few people. Rod wasn't What did he say then? Where is he?
There's a band back in the
Yeah.
80s.
He's not done. He's not taking the piss at all. There's actually what he really wants.
Do you know what though? Obviously, I did take the rip a little bit because I did go for a stupid song. But obviously, you probably know if it was serious, like if I was actually playing darts and I'm competitive, I would go Rocky. There's no easy way out. Of course, I would. There's no easy way out. You know, I got a Rocky song. I'd have to, wouldn't I? Pump me up.
Really, no, like that. And it's nice we've got people from Australia now.
Yes,
Joe's in.
Love the Aussies. Get your comments in. Stay with us. Do hit that subscribe as well. Stay with us. We do interact with you as well. We continuously speak to you, so you won't get ignored.
It could work. It could work, mate. To be fair, so fingers crossed. And I love he says 5th tonight because obviously time wise, you know, and all that. So that's good. Eltel's also gone for The Hills Are Alive. So, and James says you get glassed if you started having the Spice Girls as your song. Liam says Calvin Harris.
You know, I'd like lick it. Do you know in kickboxer where he licks the glass? Maybe the glass would spark me up and get me ready. You know what I mean?
Maybe. There's some things that really spark our audience, and it seems as though music is definitely one of them.
Yeah, I knew it would. That's why I did it, because I thought, you know what, let's get the comments going, let's get people in, and I knew it would be good. It's a good question. What would your walkout song be? And I knew it would get people going. And we're always looking to we're trying to drop something in, a little sneaky thing to try and get those people engaged that are quiet, that listen, that don't normally speak. And I knew music would tingle your taste buds, and I know it did, because a lot more come into the comments then. Plus,
it has. I tell you what, though, shall we? Just before we put other people's lineups on, I'm just going to throw. I'm going to throw on this is Flash Score. This is a look at their team and what they think our team will be, and then you can obviously have a little gander about it as well. So us on the top, down the bottom, that Thiago is scoring a few goals lately, isn't he? For them.
Yeah, I did say he's a good striker. They spent a lot of money on him. I remember them spending a lot, and the hype on him was massive, but he got injured, massive injury out all season. But he is a good striker. He's big, good, strong, and he's a very good striker. But I'm not that scared of good strikers, because I feel like our defenders can handle good strikers. I don't want to curse that, but Tarkovsky's quite good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Loves a battle.
I mean, that Sharda is half decent. I think just quick on the ball, but I'd like to think Mikalenko could handle him. Lewis Potter on the left-hand side for them. Obviously, then would come up against Patterson or O'Brien. He was someone that we were looking at a while ago, I think. Didn't he choose Brentford over us, I think? A few years back. So, and they got a couple of tough ones in the middle. But
that Henry, he's played good against us in the past. I always remember games in me. Henry bombs it forward. He's like a proper up and down player, and he will be bombing it forward on our. So if you think about it, if they've got Lewis Potter and that Henry bombing it forward, I'd say that's their strongest side. So we've got to be good on the right back and the right wing position for us. I just hope that we are. You'd say that their strong side's on our weakness, basically, there, Paul, looking at it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they have got some tall lads as well. I'm not sure what their set piece record is at the back, to be fair, but generally we're quite positive in that area. So yeah, I don't know. I think which one is it? Henry who takes the long throw-ins? Is it?
No, it's the right back that takes the long throw-ins.
Oh, is it?
I think that it might be a little bit different. The right back does take the long throw-ins. I want him at Everton. I love him. That right back is rapid. He takes long throw-ins. Is really good. I said Henry's good. The right back's good as well. They've got good fullbacks. I'd love their right back. I really would. They've got good fullbacks, and like you just said, the right back is going to be. He's going to be throwing mass. He can throw. He's like Delap. He has a shot with his throw-ins. And they've got the big striker and two big centre midfielders there that you can see that have played that for them for a long time. So we are going to have to be on it, but I'm not scared of that, because that is probably, I say our strength. It is when we're on it. If I think back to set pieces against Tottenham, when we conceded 2 corners against the same player, and Newcastle where we conceded 2 against the same player. I wouldn't say set pieces is our strength, but I do think we've sorted that out, hopefully.
No, that's fair enough. Shall I throw a few of our people's suggestions? Thanks for getting all those in. Here is Pete, Pickford Patterson, gone for. Tarky, O'Brien, Miko, Garner and Tim in the middle. He'd go McNeil. I presume, would McNeil go right-hand side then? Would you have Diblin in the middle and Grealish on the left, potentially? Anyway, he's gone for Barry up front. Nick has gone for same back 4 with Patterson right back, Garner and Tim in the middle. Diblin, Roll in the 10, Grealish on the left. I think that was yours, wasn't it?
I just did O'Brien, didn't I? But he's gone for Patterson. I was thinking about it. Yeah, I understand that. It's not.
You also had Barry up front, though, didn't you? You had Barry up front.
Yeah, well, do you know what? I actually really want. I love Barry's goal celebration. I put a few videos on my TikTok of Barry's celebration. I like the bone and arrow. I love it. I think that's a good celebration. You know, Tim Cahill. You know what I mean, with the punches. I like the bone and arrow. So yeah. I want Barry to go on a run. I really do. I just hope he's watched videos of Lukaku before he plays this game.
Moyes was asked about that. He said, well, if he scores, I hope he watches every time. So
good player to watch.
Yeah. West Egg, Pato starting, Tim and Garner. Yeah, Merlin rolling with Diblin and Grealish and Barry. I'm just navigating some of the walkout for the dart suggestions. LTEL has got the same back 4 as 1 or 2 of the others. Patterson at right back, O'Brien in the middle. He's got in midfield. Interesting. Unless he hasn't already said, I'd like to know where he puts those people. We've got Rubenham and Merlin and James Garner, Diblin, Grealish and Barry in one way or another.
It'd be Pickford in goals, Miko left back, Patterson right back, O'Brien, Tarkowski centre back. It'd be Iram, Boonen, Roll and Garner all in the middle centre midfield, Diblin on the right, Grealish on the left, Barry up front.
And match them as a 3-3, possibly. Could be. Roy reckons same back 4 as the rest of the people. Tim and Garner, Diblin, Grealish, and Harrison Armstrong, throw him in.
Ooh, first Harrison Armstrong in there.
So, you know.
I like it.
Never know, it might happen. It might happen. But I think that is the lineups generally, but pretty much
as me, yeah.
Some ideas the same. Tazula go McNeil in the 10. Interesting.
Do you know what?
Keep it as
it's not far from picking itself, is it?
Against Forest.
Yeah.
Said don't change the winning side. So.
I didn't want to change. I didn't mind keeping it the same. Like I say, the only thing that I probably was thinking about changing was I did take McNeil out and I did take Patterson out. But if we play the same team, I understand it. I don't mind. I trust Moyes until he starts giving me reasons to not trust him. I trust him. I think last game was a really good win for us. So
yeah, of course, you know, and we've got choices again and. Choices in that 10. I mean, if you think back to a few years ago when we had almost ridiculous number of choices for that 10 position, at least this time we haven't gone out and spent shed loads on all of those players. But it's good we've got some midfielders who can play in different positions, and that's key. Emma's just saying, did you miss yours? I've not missed yours, darling, because I'll say me emojis till the end. I just have to go back through. There we are. Got ya. So, she's gone for Garner.
To the last one.
She's gone for James Gardner at right back. O'Brien and Tarks in the middle with Miko left back. Grealish and Irabunum. We've got Armstrong. We've got Dibbling, we've got Merlin Roll, and we've got Barry Island up front. So that is missing. Who's that missing in the middle then? Grealish. So Armstrong and All right, because Garner's right back, Harrison Armstrong and Rubenham as your two middle in midfield, with Grealish on the left, Diblin on the right, Merlin Roll in behind Barry Ireland. It's not a bad shout. If you're a fan of James Garner at right back, that's probably the way to go, because that is where Harrison was playing for Preston. He was playing.
No. Sometimes, you know what? It's one of those discussive things, isn't it?
Yeah, I think as long as we've got midfielders who can find that inside left and inside right position to feed through, because that's massively key, I think. Because the goals that we've scored have been balls threaded through. The goals that we've scored recently have been balls threaded through from those positions. So if you think about where James Garner was threading through for Barry, if you think about the first one before that, where McNeil was that position, threading the ball through for James Garner, we're getting most of our goals, I think, through those sort of inside left, inside right positions where it's balls thread through, as opposed to getting to the lines and crossing those balls in. It seems to be at the moment. So as long as we can find people in those kind of positions and don't be too wide all the time, then I think we could create some really good chances to score.
Yeah, it is. I've seen it discussed on a couple of podcasts and stuff about Garner right back, Garner midfielder. I think he is a better midfielder, James Garner, than I think he's capable of goals now as well. So I would prefer him playing in midfield, but then I do understand some people that play him right back because it makes you not fear the right back position because you know he'll be a good right back as well. So I completely understand.
True. Wormy likes his emojis. It's
What's he got for us this time? His emojis look like the Worms. Like, do you know the game, The Worms, back in the day where you used to play the Worms and you had loads of different things and you...
Medic!
Yeah.
Retaliatory action!
And you had loads of different things that you could do, drills and all that, and you had to look what you had in your category, in your box thing. And this is what it looks like, Wormy. It could just be me thinking that, saying something random, but
I think it's Pickford in goal. Right back. Is that Patterson? Maybe Patterson's the ambulance. And then you got Tarky and O'Brien in the middle, with Mikolenko with a bandage on his head. James Garner as the zebra, but I can never remember why. And then just the word Tim next to Garner. I think
he hasn't even done it for Tim, just Tim.
I think he's missing one. I think he's got Grealish with the low socks and dibbling, and then he's got Barry up front. I think he's allowed one more.
As a teacher, Paul, what would you do with that? Because like he's gone like all emojis and he's written a word into cheaters. That's a little bit lazy from Wormy there, I think.
No. Well, it just gives us.
What pen do you use instead of red?
It just gives us an opportunity to improve and to edit our work.
Yeah, there you go, Wormy. We appreciate how hard the effort that you're putting in. And I know
Wormy would say Worms was boss.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, that's good. That's good. Hey, I think that's positive. That's good, that. Yeah, could do better. Red pen. Go on, Dan. What's a Tim emoji? Emma went boom for Irabunum.
Emma went, I like bomb. I say Irabunum. That's how you say his name. So I would go boom. All right, let us know. Now we're coming to an end. We're going to do score prediction in a minute, but let us know now. What would your Tim Irabunum? Let's put it to bed. Emma's done the bomb. What would your Tim Irabunum emoji be? Put it in the comments now. I want to see a Tim Irabunum emoji. If you're on X now and you're listening, give us a Tim Irabunum emoji that represents him. I'm trying to think now. He played for Aston Villa. Could we link it to that? No. Can't think about it for that.
He needs a different one. He doesn't want to nick the original. Bless him. That's fair.
Yeah, I know. I get what he's saying. That's good sportsmanship by Wims.
Well, I tell you what then.
Well, you got one, Paul. You should know.
What, another emoji I don't know. Anything that's really tall, I suppose. But you've got giraffe, haven't you, already? So it needs a bit of thinking. Just before you
you could do a punching glove for like Tim Cahill, but I don't want to relate him to Tim Cahill. Tim Cahill's just
he needs a few games. He needs something to happen with him, doesn't he? Like Mikalenko's got the bandage and stuff like that. So and Jack's got the low stocks. So maybe he just needs something else.
Yeah, maybe he needs Mikalenko cracked his head open. Maybe we're just waiting for something to no shin pad, no shin pad. Yeah, we're waiting for something to happen.
True. I'm just going to say before you, guess this go and post them now anyway. Yeah, I mean it's not as easy as it looks. People are starting to throw their scores in, so do, and your scorers as well. Still, loads of people throwing in what their darts walk-in tune would be. I can't let Joe go missing from Australia, can I? If he's put this in for us, good on you. Beer of Love Bread, DJ Alligator. It's a new one for me, but I'll take it. I'll take it. There were a few.
The song is that good it throws you.
Yeah, Eye of the Tiger for West Egg. I love Rod Ross because he says anything from the Barbra Streisand back catalogue. Yeah. There were others. I can't remember. I can't see. There we go. There were a lot. Yeah, there were one or two others, but I can't quite find all of the really fun ones.
I've got my challenge, and I have 365 different songs, a song a day.
What were your song today?
I'm going to know every song soon. Yeah, do you know what? Today I put my song up. So basically, I've given myself a challenge this year where I've put it on TikTok. Maybe I need to start putting it on the Toffee Bluecast Facebook as well, the videos.
Dude.
I'm on day 3 now. Day 3 is today. And it's basically I'm singing a song, like lip syncing, a song, a different one every day, and it's got to be outdoors. And today it was snowing, so I had to go outside in the snow today and sing a song in the snow. I chose Westlife today. And I'll put them on the Facebook as well. Probably should put them on the Instagram as well. But yeah, different song every day. And I'm going to try and do as much crazy stuff as I can, Paul. Like I'd like to be singing a song in like a chicken pen or with some pigeons or with some horses, or I've done one in a boat already. I've done one in the snow. I want to do the most craziest outdoor places that I can be singing a song just for a bit of fun, positive energy. Well, James, I just want that positive energy, to be fair. And do you know what? It gets me out as well. So I do like it. It's quite fun. People are liking it. They're laughing at the videos. They do find them funny. So
they are funny, to be fair. They are really good.
I am mad, to be fair.
They are very good.
Know that. You probably will know that eventually.
Oh, I don't know about him, Tommy. You have to let us know about Ricardo Pepe. There's got to be a song in there anyway. Liam's got a Beto emoji, but I bet you wouldn't agree with that, Dan.
Beto's a bull for me. Beto's a bull. I think he's a big unit, and I'm seeing a lot of teams get linked to Beto as well. And I tell you, and I'll tell you right now, if a lot of Italian teams and stuff, and it will happen. I'm not joking. Even if some of you don't rate Beto, if Beto leaves, he will do exactly what Calvert-Lewin's doing. He'll go and score loads of goals. I'm telling you. He just needs some good service. We haven't given him much good service, Beto. We haven't. I honestly don't think we have. And I think the teams that are interested in Beto are like Napoli and all that. Like Beto will score goals. He will score goals. We just need to get better at feeding our striker. And I think we are slowly doing that. And I think Barry's on the end of that, to be fair, because that was a cracking assist to Barry from James Garner. Barry even said in the interview. Barry said in the interview after, he said, James Garner, can you play higher? Because that assist was amazing. And that's so many people blame the striker, but the striker needs someone to put the balls through and consistently put the balls through as well. Because as a striker, we're going to do score predictions now, but as a striker, if your team is continuously doing a pattern of something, you can then do that pattern yourself to get on the end of it. Do you know what I mean? It's true, isn't it, Paul? Like if it's coming and then it ain't coming, you'll make that run, then you won't make that run, and you make that run, and you won't make that run. So we need to be consistently having a style behind our striker that works, that makes our striker think, if I do this, I'll get a goal. If I do this, I'll get a goal.
Yeah.
We need to do that.
Yeah. It's same with anything, really. There's got to be... There's patterns of play, and, you know, when you're starting to do a particular pattern of play, whatever, but it doesn't have to just be in football. You know, everyone's got a... Whatever you're doing, you've got a set plan, and then the idea is that plan reaches its target or its goal, and if everyone does their part, then you achieve what you you achieve what you set out to do. So yeah, why not?
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
Right, I will probably do one in this year. I'm doing videos everywhere. You know what I mean? I'm having a bit of a laugh on it. It is that time now. It is that time.
Rockford Files was a cracking...
I'm not going to play the music as long.
Was a cracking intro, actually, Steve. Absolutely.
You just remember. I remember I can't remember which players it was. Van Nistelrooy always used to get goals back post. You know those sliding goals, Paul, all the same. Football back in the day, you used to see a striker get the same pattern of goal all the time because he knew it was coming, sliding his back post. And I don't think, like I say, we are putting that pattern of play to our strikers where he can continuously get on the end of something. You don't think Beto should be doing this because we're not giving him like headers continuously or putting the long balls through continuously. So I know what I'm talking about. It'll come. James Garner's on it. Maybe when Garner Gay comes back, or if Armstrong is good at sitting, James Garner can play a bit higher and start feeding our striker, which he's asking for because he says he likes James Garner behind him. Here we go. Wrong tune. Not a good DJ today, am I? Let's get ready to rumble. That's a bit loud, isn't it? For 10:10. Didn't realise how late it was. Next door, banging on my door. But no, here we go. Right, it's score prediction time. What we want on this show. Sometimes we get an opposition fan on. We didn't today, but we will do next time. We want your score and your correct goal scorer. If you're on X now, just comment it. It'll come over. You know what I mean? Even on Facebook, if you put your goal scorer and the goal scorers, it'll come over. Here we go. Paul?
True. Yes.
I'm going to change it, and this time I'm going to make you go first. Because I ain't thought of it yet.
Well said. Very well said.
Do a little motivation speech before your prediction.
A little speech.
Big game this is.
See, looking at their lineup, they're a decent team. Their away form isn't the best. Thiago seems to be scoring most of their goals. They've got a couple of fast lads. But defensively, individually, I think we can get something from it. And that's me saying that when we've still got a really poor record of scoring goals. So, yeah, I do think that we can win the game. I think we can get a couple of goals out of the game. And I think we're strong enough to limit them to many opportunities other than set pieces. So, and I'd also like to see Harrison Armstrong get on the pitch tomorrow for a good 20 minutes, 15 minutes at least. I think he could
use it. I remember you was a big fan of Harrison Armstrong. You kept putting him in your lineups. Remember before we actually let him go on loan.
Yeah, he's got something. He's 18. You know what I mean? He's like it's unbelievable that he's done so well at Derby and then going on loan again, doing well again. The only reason he's not on this side is because we've actually upgraded. You know, if it was the same team that we had a year ago, he'd be in it. He'd be in it week in, week out. So 100%. I think we're strong enough and clever enough to get a 2-0 win. So 2-0 for me.
Big score from Paul. He's normally quite a safe man on his score prediction. Who's the goal scorers?
I'm gonna go Tarks. Gonna go Tarks. He's got a thing. Has he got a thing with Brentford? He's got a thing with Brentford, hasn't he?
He used to play for
Tarks. Yeah. So Tarks for me will get one of them, and then another one. Grealish. Cap it off. Grealish, cap it off.
It's funny you say that because, like, I actually do hate him as well. I hate his face, and I'm not scared to say that. I don't know why. I do hate him. Hate's a strong word, but I do hate him. Henderson, I don't like him. I really don't. I remember him scoring that goal against us that got disallowed for them. I remember him scoring that goal that got disallowed, and his face. You know what I mean? He's a proper cop out, Henderson is. So, on the cover, I did Tarkowski having Henderson under his thumb on the cover of this show. I thought that was pretty clever. You know what I mean? Tarkowski having him under his thumb. And it's you mentioned Tarkowski scoring, so I want him to mark Henderson out of the game. Yeah, there you go, Jordan Henderson. Don't let him beat us, man. I can't be asked for that face beating us. Here we go. My score prediction.
Do it.
I'm going to go. I said last time they'll score one against us. They didn't trust us, but we're getting good at keeping clean sheets, ain't we? So I can't really keep saying that now. I think that we're going to win 3-0. I'm not going to give them one against us this time because I'm liking our defence. I'm going to stand my ground, yeah. I'm going to stand my ground because I think we can actually keep a clean sheet. So 3-0. Back in the day, you lot would have been in the comments saying, oh, you're mad, 3-0. But a lot of you might actually think it now because we're good. 3-0. And it'll be one of them where we go 1-0. We manage to get the 2 about 60th pull to make it 2. They go for it, and we get the 3 to kill the game off. The first goal, I'm going to go for Merlin Roll as a random one. You know what I mean? I mentioned him as a header. Yeah, random one, header. You like your random ones, don't you? That's my random one. Merlin Roll. The second one, interesting for you here. I am going to go for Tyler Diblin. I think he might turn up this game. There you go. So Merlin Roll, Tyler Diblin, and then Tierno Barry. But if better comes on, it'll be better. That's my 3-0.
I like that.
Cheers, man.
Yeah.
Could happen, couldn't
it? Yeah. It's good to we'll show all the many predictions in a second. If you haven't done already, drop us your score and your goal scorers as well. Joe from Sydney said, hi at Liverpool. I think you're in good company then. Remembers the band. He was asking before, when were we born? So what do we remember? But you were too young to remember our last trophy, Dan, weren't you? Just.
No, I was in the pub celebrating when we won the last trophy. No,
I do.
It was the Florida Cup, wasn't it?
It was, of course. How could I forget?
Mate, you're taking that away from me. The Florida Cup with freaking Coleman holding it and Holgate and all that lot and John Joe Kenny. You're not giving me that.
I feel ashamed now.
Mr. Statman tried to take the Florida Cup away from me. I was like, after we won that Florida Cup, mate, I was doing cartwheels. I was like running down the street, top off, like, come on. Yeah, Florida Cup.
Well, the one before that, I was around for, and I was around for the ones 10 years before that and all. So I've been lucky enough to see really good times, but the problem has been when you start off with them when you're young, and then you have everything in the second half of your life after that, where we've then it makes you really long for the times that you had at the beginning. So I envy some people for having not gone through that sometimes. But maybe the good times are back. Maybe the good times are back.
I hope they are, because I need some. You know what I mean? I'm not letting you have them all. You know what I mean? As much as I love you, I need to have a bit of good times myself. I need some trophy to watch as well. I want to see us lift the trophy. I think we're going to... do you know what? We're on the rise. And what I do like from this rise is that we've started from the very bottom. We nearly got relegated and our club nearly got liquidated. And now we've worked our way up. We've got a new stadium. The stadium is beautiful. We've got a new stadium. Moyes got Moyes back. We brought in some decent players, and we're on the European football charge as well. So the story is beautiful if it happens, and I want it to happen. Let's just say that. Walking the dog in Crocs, Emma. I actually went to the shop earlier on in a vest whilst it was snowing. So, but the shop is just down the road.
It literally, your shop, you could literally lean out of your door and like press their bell on their door. And you're pretty close to be fair.
Luckily it's close. But the guy in the shop didn't know it's just like 10 doors down. He actually looked at me like, "Where have you come from in a vest?" But yeah.
You know his name?
Rocky.
Do you know his name?
No. Guy from the shop. I'll tell him about Toffee Bluecast and get him in the comments.
You should. Get a poster in the window. Shall I show some of these scores now then?
Yeah, right. We're going to get your scores on, people. What we do is we don't miss you out. We do get your scores on. We love you and you love us. Let's get your scores on and let's get serious.
Cool. LTL thinks that we win 2-0. And Peter reckons that we 1-0. And O'Brien is going to score the winner, which won't be too bad at all. Lovely header, I would presume. We have, indeed, Barry Brace. Barry Brace. I went to school with him, 2-0. LTL reckons 27 minutes, Barry's going to score, Grealish assist, and then a Tarky header on 66 minutes with a roll assist. Won't be too bad at all. Or 2-1 Barry Brace. He's happy with that. 1-0 for Barry, says Roy. Emma reckons 2-1. Danny goes 2-0. Hopefully they'll both be in that stand, giving Barry a cheer tomorrow. 2-0 Barry and Dibbling. Nick, very specific, which we love. Barry on the 22nd and the 58th. O'Brien on the 73rd. So it'd be a nice, calm kind of watch. We'll have to live with 22 minutes of not being up, and then we're just coasting. That'd be nice. Steve reckons 1-0. Henderson on goal. Woo!
Love that.
Love it. Says 3-0 as well. And Eugene's in. Woo! Yeah, always the way. 4-1. Grealish hat-trick this time. And Barry getting the 1. Carl reckons 2-1. Barry and O'Brien. Lots of love for O'Brien today, isn't there? Aussie Joe says...
O'Brien. Tried to get O'Brien on the show, Paul.
I know. Well, you're in with the family now, aren't
you? Yeah, I'm trying. You know what I mean?
Liam reckons same as me, 2-0. Don't score many, but defence has been solid. I agree. 1-0 Barry, says James. Adam, thanks for watching, Adam. 3-0 Barry, James Garner, and Keno. So that could be the case. Liam just letting us know that Moyes is a big fan now of Big Jake being in there. I think he's getting better. I do think he's getting better and more confident. More confident.
It must be frustrating for Jacob Brown because he knows he's a centre back, but he's saying if you need me, I'll play wherever. That's what he's basically saying, and I'll play right back if you need me to. But if you ask him, he's saying his position centre back, and he's gone and played centre back last game, and we've kept a clean sheet, and he's played fantastic. So we just take for granted that we'll probably chuck him back right back, but it's a bit harsh sometimes because his best position is centre back, and he played well centre back. What's he got to do to play centre back?
Yeah, I tell you what though, at the same time, he's got a cracking mentor for right back, isn't he? In Coleman.
Yeah.
And that work ethic and doing it for the team and the club, and I mean that's Seamus all over. So he's got the perfect person backing him up, really. Tazul 2-1. Yeah, it is. It's not. There's no walk in the park Premier League anymore, to be honest. I don't even think Wolves would be a walk in the park on Wednesday. Now that they've got a little bit of a leg up, so there is quite a bit of that. I'm just going to see if there's any other ones, and there might well be.
Do you think Dyche will get the sack soon?
Well, either Eugene or Adam had put in the comments before, and I think one or two other people had mentioned it, that more Forest fans are getting a bit fed up with him. we weren't doing the basics right and all that sort of stuff. And that's what his thing was afterwards, wasn't it?
Is that what he said?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was the gist.
I did put something on Twitter about Sean Dyche, and a lot of Forest fans jumped on it and said I was right, because I watched Nottingham Forest. I actually watched the game today, and Aston Villa looked very fragile in defence, but Sean Dyche just sat back. He sat back, and you could see all he wanted was the 0-0, and respected Aston Villa way too much. And he just sat back, and you could see the goal coming from Aston Villa because he sat back. And the goal was coming, and he even got Morgan Gibbs-White to sit deep as like a defensive midfielder with the other midfielders. And I was thinking to myself, Morgan Gibbs-White could cause Aston Villa a bit of trouble if he actually let him push up. Didn't let him push up, went 2-0 down. He let Morgan Gibbs-White push up because he had to. Sean Dyche had to. And you remember that as an Everton fan. When we went 2-0 down, we actually looked good in the last 10 minutes under Sean Dyche, because he only did stuff that he had to. And that's what happened. And then Forest pushed up, and they looked like they could get into it, but luckily Villa killed the game off. But Sean Dyche, he's not going to last there long, I'm telling you, because he did it with Garner Gay. If you remember with Garner Gay, Paul, Garner Gay, he didn't even let him pass the ball or play football. He just cut him out, didn't trust him. And he did it with a few other players, didn't trust him at all, Sean Dyche. I think that's what's going to happen with Forest for me.
Yeah. You got to thank Dyche, though, for making it so bad that when Moyes came in, it was easy to change and be positive.
He looked like the goat,
yeah. West Egg reckons 2-0 Tarky and Barry. Adam's gone 3-0 Barry twice, and Kino for that. I like the fact that Clarkey, not old, you're just experienced. He's also got a fiver on an FA Cup win, 40-1. Why not? Told you. We said actually in the reaction on the Forest game. Oh no, it might have been the chat we had the other night as well. 60 years since our FA Cup win. England winning the FA Cup, 60 grand, 60 goals for Dixie.
Yeah, you know.
Lots of 60s going on. So there you go. Oh, Danny and Emma.
Is that a new hoodie that you got on there, Paul?
Yes, actually, yes. One of my birthday
very
presents.
Smart, mate. I like
along with an Everton shirt as well underneath. So it's not too bad.
There you go. Look at him.
Like
absolute dapper, man.
Knockoff, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Emma and Danny sitting together in the South Stand, I think, tomorrow, watching the game. Keep each other warm. That's nice. Let's see. I'm just seeing if there's any other score predictions. But I think we've got the general gist of everybody, and we're all good.
Yeah, I really want this game, people. Going for that top 5. I think it's massive. We need to win this game. We do. Obviously, if we draw, it's better not to lose, but we really do need this game. I want it so bad. It's massive. I mean, we put one to bed now. You win this and you go on a run. This is the patch of games that we looked at and said, if we lose against Chelsea and Arsenal, we really do need to capitalise on these games coming up after. And I think this is another one of them with the Forest. If we can get 3 points out of this, we really are in the mix of healthy things with some players that can actually do the business under pressure.
Yeah. Well, these are the fixtures. These are fixtures coming up. Obviously, Brentford tomorrow, Wolves on Wednesday, FA Cup on the Saturday. I noticed. I don't know how TV's gone with it really, but I noticed we're not ITV. ITV have got, I think, Macclesfield and Palace or something like that. But ours is a 12:15 kickoff. So if anyone knows which channel we're on there, then let us know. But after that, Villa away, Leeds at home, Brighton away. Gets slightly trickier, I would say. But nice to have 3 home games in a row, isn't it?
Yeah, we just need to make sure we play well at home, though, because I do think we're quite good away. So we just need to keep the fans booming, and I think we will do. It's very cold at the minute, isn't it? So we're going to have to play some good football to keep the fans warm.
That's not, yeah. Oh, it's going to be freezing. So do wrap up, everyone, if you go on the game tomorrow.
Yeah, and we look forward to hearing you straight after the game tomorrow, Emma and Danny and all that. When you come out the stadium, do get on. You know what I mean? Even if you're in the Maccas, get on. let us know what your thoughts are after the big game. This is the end of the show. Thanks everyone for listening. Last words, Paul?
No, it's been a lovely Christmas, New Year, birthday, and unfortunately back to reality. But hopefully we go into 2026 unbeaten for a little while. It'd be nice. So 3 points tomorrow, strong performance, everyone cheery, back to work Monday, and then we go Wolves Wednesday.
This is just a little experiment. What I do want you to do is, obviously, you all put your comments throughout the show. You all massively interact throughout the show. We get loads of comments on the show. But if you can, when the show ends now, if you can go on and click on the show after it's ended and drop a comment, and we'll have a little read on what your comment says. I think sometimes when the show's finished and there's comments, it might knock us up on the algorithm a little bit and show that we've got comments after the show's finished as well. I'm not completely sure how it works, but I know that comments push you up on the algorithm maybe after the show. So just let us know what you think on the show after, or just give us some motivation. Just put your good speech, Paul. You know what I mean? We want that good speech at the end in the comments after this is finished. Click on it.
Make sure your punctuation works. All right. Yeah, get it properly done.
Paul will go for it.
Sometimes we do have a good chat on comments, don't we? After
a few people do comment. I think like that many comment throughout the show that maybe put your comment in after as well. Just a little comment after, whatever you want, and we'll reply to it.
Did you see Rod's question at the bottom there? I've not been on the Facebook page today, so I'm not too sure.
No, I haven't seen it, to be fair. But
we'll get on it. We'll get on it, Rod. We'll get on it, Rod. Just while you do, Stuart, another goal for Barry and a 2-0 win will be great. Yeah, full of confidence. He seemed happy, doesn't he? He does seem happy. We want our players to be happy because when they're happy, they're going to perform better. Absolutely. And, it'd be nice, actually. Paws, I think, is going to Wolves game. So on Wednesday, might have a few Toffee Blue Cast people. Which should be good.
Villa fan just messaged now when I just looked at my phone saying
about coming
on the show, or us going on his show. Aston Villa. When's that? Aston Villa is after Sunderland. So
after the FA Cup game. Week after the FA Cup game, I think. Yeah. So Eugene tells us that Everton Sunderland's on TNT. So if you can put up with some of their commentary, then fair dues.
Turn off if you don't like them.
I'd love a cup. You know what? I'd love a cup run, a proper cup run, where we're not just knocking ourselves out. You know, just not going out with a whimper at any point. So I know it's Sunderland; it's not going to be a walk in the park, but I would like us to have a proper bloody go this year.
Obviously, cut run is priority, which you spoke about last time. We've been so long without a trophy, and we've seen other teams win trophies like Crystal Palace. But I tell you something, for me, cut run is top. But boys, do I want to be in the Europa League, even if it's the Europa League conference. I want to get David Moyes to have us in that competition, and I want to see whether the Freaking Group back us if we did get in a competition like that as well, who they'd sign, because you know for a fact, Paul, when you try and sign players, it feels like the teams that are in Europa League conference get first dibs on those players because they want that football.
Yeah, I know.
I would like to get in it.
Well, there is a little bit like that as well. It is a little bit like that. We'll end up having a show after the game tomorrow, and we'll also have a pre-match, all being well, probably Tuesday, because we play Wolves Wednesday, and then maybe a reaction on the Wednesday night. So, you know, we're always around, and always watching. So no problems. We will be around.
Up them toffees, everyone. Have a boss one.